In the glittering showroom of Elite Motors, where sleek luxury cars gleamed under crystal chandeliers, a man shuffled in through the automatic doors. His orange work jacket was stained with grease and dirt, his boots scuffed from years of hard labor, and over his shoulder hung a burlap sack that looked like it belonged in a junkyard. Not here among Rolls Royces and Bentleys. The Christmas decorations twinkled mockingly around him. Festive tree adorned with ribbons, fake snow dusting the windows. Salespeople in crisp suits exchanged smirks as he approached the newest model. A silver Rolls Royce Ghost wrapped in a giant red bow, labeled as the holiday special. Before, we go deeper if you believe. Kindness still matters if you believe treating every human being with dignity, so please like this video, share it, comment your thoughts, and subscribe to Silent Struggles, and also tell us in the comments where you're watching from. We love hearing from you. Excuse me, the man said in a gravelly voice, his eyes fixed on the car. I'm buying this for my daughter's Christmas gift. The lead salesman, a young man named Ethan with perfectly gelled hair, stifled a laugh. His colleagues, a sharp-dressed woman named Mia and two others, gathered around, pointing subtly. Sir, Ethan said, his tone dripping with condescension, this beauty starts at over $300,000. Are you sure you're in the right place? Maybe the used lot down the street? The man, whose name was Marcus Reyes, didn't flinch. At 58, he'd faced worse judgments. His face was weathered, etched with lines from long nights on construction sites, building skyscrapers that touched the clouds while he scraped by on the ground. But today, his heart pounded with purpose. He set down his sack with a thud, ignoring the snickers. Yes, this one. For Sophia, Mia whispered to Ethan. Look at him. Probably thinks it's a toy store. The group erupted in quiet laughter, fingers pointing at his ragged appearance. Marcus heard it all, but his mind drifted back to why he was here. Years ago, life had been different. Marcus was a proud father in a small town, working as a mechanic to support his wife, Isabella, and their only child, Sophia. Sophia was a bright-eyed girl with dreams as big as the stars. Daddy, when I grow up, I want a fancy car like in the movies, she'd say, giggling as they drove their old pickup truck. But fate had other plans. One rainy night, Isabella was diagnosed with cancer. The treatments drained their savings, forcing Marcus to take extra shifts. Sophia, just 12 then, watched her mother fade. Promise me you'll take care of her, Isabella whispered on her last day. Marcus had nodded, tears streaming. After Isabella's passing, Sophia became his world. But grief hit her hard. She withdrew, her laughter silenced. Then last year, Sophia's own battle began. At 18, she was diagnosed with a rare heart condition. Doctors said she needed a transplant, but the wait list was long. Sophia spent months in hospitals, her spirit dimming. Dad, I don't want gifts this Christmas, she'd said from her bed. Just more time. But Marcus saw the spark in her eyes when car magazines arrived. She loved luxury vehicles, dreaming of freedom on open roads. Marcus sold everything, the house, his tools, to fund experimental treatments. He moved to a tiny apartment, taking odd jobs. But a miracle happened, a donor heart came through. Sophia survived surgery, but recovery was slow. For Christmas, I want to feel alive again, she confided. That's when Marcus vowed to make her dream real. Back in the showroom, Ethan crossed his arms. Sir, we don't do layaway plans here. Payment is up front. The laughter grew bolder. Marcus reached into his sack. But before he could respond, a twist unfolded in his mind, the real reason for his appearance. Marcus's hands trembled slightly as he clutched the sack's rope. The salespeople's mockery echoed like distant thunder. But he tuned it out, his thoughts pulling him deeper into the past. He wasn't always this way, dressed in rags, carrying burdens like a nomad. Once he had been a man of quiet ambition, building a life brick by brick. After Isabella's death, Marcus threw himself into work. He joined a construction crew in the city, hammering steel beams high above the streets. The pay was decent, but the hours brutal. Sophia grew into a teenager, her heart condition undiagnosed at first. She excelled in school, winning scholarships for art. Dad, your hands create wonders, she'd say, sketching his calloused palms. But beneath her smile, pain lurked. The diagnosis came like a sledgehammer. Congenital heart defect, the doctor said. She'll need surgery. Meds, it's expensive. Marcus's world crumbled again. He cashed in life insurance, worked double shifts. Friends offered help, but pride held him back. I'll handle it, he'd insist. One night, as Sophia lay weak in the hospital, She whispered, "Dad, remember my silly dream? A fancy car cruising with the wind in my hair." Marcus chuckled through tears. "One day, kiddo." But inside, resolve hardened. He started saving every penny, skipping meals, mending old clothes. The sack? It wasn't junk, it held his life's earnings, bundled in cash to avoid bank fees that chipped away at his dream. Months passed. Sophia's condition worsened. Then the transplant call came on a snowy evening. "We have a match," the nurse said. Marcus rushed to her side, holding her hand through the ordeal. Post-surgery, she was fragile but alive. "Dad, you're my hero," she murmured, tubes snaking around her. Now Christmas approached. Marcus had heard about the Rolls Royce from Sophia's favorite YouTube channel. "It's like a palace on wheels," she'd gushed. He researched, saved more. But to keep it secret, he disguised himself, wearing his oldest work clothes, carrying cash in a sack to avoid attention. Who would suspect a bum of such wealth? In the showroom, the laughter peaked. "Hey, buddy," one salesman jeered. "That sack got magic beans? Trade for the car?" Mia snapped a discreet photo, whispering, "This'll go viral. Homeless guy dreams big." Marcus's eyes met Ethan's. "You think I'm joking?" His voice steady, laced with quiet strength. An unexpected twist brewed. Marcus wasn't just a laborer. Years ago, he'd invented a small tool for construction, a safety clamp that prevented falls. He patented it quietly, selling rights to a big firm. Royalties trickled in, then flooded after a major adoption. But Marcus lived simply, funneling money to Sophia's care and charities. No one knew his bank account held millions. "Let's see your ID first," Ethan said, smirking. Marcus pulled out a worn wallet, handing over his license. Ethan glanced, then froze. "Marcus Reyes? The inventor?" Whispers spread. Mia Googled quickly on her phone. "Wait, he's worth—" Oh my God. But Marcus waved it off. "Doesn't matter. Ring it up." The group fell silent, curiosity replacing scorn. As Ethan led him to the office, Marcus's mind raced to Sophia, waiting at home with her nurse. This car wasn't just metal, it was hope, a symbol of survival. The climax loomed, but first doubt crept in. Would they believe him? Or was another twist coming? As Marcus followed Ethan into the sleek back office, the air thickened with tension. The other salespeople trailed behind, their laughter replaced by uneasy glances. The room smelled of fresh leather and coffee, a stark contrast to Marcus's earthy scent. Ethan sat at a polished desk, fingers hovering over the computer. "All right, Mr. Reyes," he said, voice shaky now that he'd pieced together Marcus's identity from a quick search. "We'll need to verify funds. How do you plan to pay?" Marcus placed the sack on the desk with a heavy thump. "Cash." The word hung in the air like a challenge. Mia gasped, covering her mouth. The others exchanged wide-eyed looks. "Cash? For $350,000 after taxes?" Ethan stammered. "We don't usually—" "Count it," Marcus interrupted, his tone firm but kind. He untied the sack, revealing stacks of crisp $100 bills bound neatly. The room fell deathly quiet. Ethan's hand shook as he began sorting the bundles. One by one, the salespeople peered in, their faces paling. Whispers erupted. "This can't be real. Counterfeit?" But as Ethan used a money counter from the drawer, the machine whirred steadily, confirming authenticity. The total climbed $100,000, $200,000, until it hit exactly $350,000. "It's all here," Ethan murmured, stunned. The twist deepened. Marcus wasn't just wealthy from his invention. He'd been donating anonymously to the hospital. That saved Sophia. The salespeople didn't know that yet. Mia, feeling a pang of guilt, stammered, "Sir, we didn't mean to laugh." "You look, well, like a nobody," Marcus finished gently. No anger in his eyes, only understanding. "I've been judged before. Lost my wife to cancer. Almost lost my daughter to her heart. Appearances. They hide stories." He paused, emotion cracking his voice. "Sophia's 19 now. Survived a transplant. This car, it's her dream, a way to feel free after years in beds." The group shifted uncomfortably. Ethan rubbed his neck. "We see all types here. Rich folks in suits, but you're different." Another salesman, Ryan, spoke up. "My mom had cancer too." "I get it." Marcus nodded. "Life teaches humility. I dress like this because it's who I am, a worker. The money? It's for good, not show." As paperwork began, an unexpected call came. Marcus's phone buzzed. "Sophia." "Dad, where are you?" "Nurse says dinner's ready." Her voice weak but cheerful. "Be home soon, sweetie." Got a surprise. Hanging up, tears welled in his eyes. The climax built. Ethan moved, offered a discount. No need, Marcus said. But then Mia suggested, let us wrap it properly for Sophia. The team sprang into action, polishing the car, adding personal touches. What started as ridicule turned to respect. Driving out, Marcus glanced back. The salespeople waved, no longer pointing in jest but in admiration. At home, Sophia waited, unaware. The snow fell softly as Marcus pulled up to their modest apartment, the Rolls Royce gleaming like a star against the gray building. He honked gently, and Sophia appeared at the window, her eyes widening. With the nurse's help, she stepped outside, bundled in a coat, her scar hidden but her smile radiant. Dad, is that for you? Sophia, Merry Christmas. Marcus's voice broke as he handed her the keys. She touched the bow, tears streaming. But how? We can't afford. I saved, invented, worked for you. He hugged her tightly, the sack now empty but his heart full. Sophia slid into the driver's seat, fingers tracing the leather. It feels like freedom, Dad, after everything. Thank you. Neighbors gathered, whispering in awe. Back at the showroom, the salespeople shared the story, vowing to judge less. Ethan posted anonymously online. Today, a bum taught us about true wealth. As they drove off for a gentle spin, Sophia turned to Marcus. You're selfless, Dad. Kindness like yours changes worlds. Marcus smiled. We're all fighting battles. A little humanity goes far. In that moment, the world felt warmer. Don't judge by covers. Inside lies strength, love, and surprises. True gifts come from the heart, inspiring us to see the good in everyone. Sophia's laughter echoed as they cruised the lit streets, Christmas lights blurring past. Dad, they laughed at you, didn't they? She asked intuitively. Yeah, but it didn't matter. Proved him wrong with actions, not words. Marcus shared the showroom tale, and Sophia's eyes sparkled. You're my inspiration. Teaches me to be kind no matter what. They parked by a frozen lake, sharing hot cocoa. Life's twists make us stronger, Marcus said. Your mom's watching, proud. Homeward. Sophia vowed. I'll pay it forward, help others like us. The story spread, touching hearts online, a reminder. In a world quick to judge, selflessness shines brightest. Kindness isn't about appearances. It's the cash of the soul, buying hope for all.